Now, you may be wondering, why should I care about decluttering my home? Well, as we age, our living spaces can become cramped and cluttered, making it challenging to navigate and enjoy our surroundings. It's easy to accumulate things over the years, whether it's an overstuffed linen closet, bulky furniture, or kitchen gadgets that we hardly ever use. These items can turn our homes into obstacle courses instead of the peaceful retreats we desire. Let's take a moment to think about the impact of clutter on our daily lives. Have you ever walked into a room and felt overwhelmed by the sheer amount of stuff around you? Or perhaps you've found yourself tripping over misplaced items or struggling to find what you need in a messy drawer. It happens to the best of us, and it can lead to unnecessary stress and frustration. That's why it's crucial to create a living environment that feels open, organized, and stress-free. In this video, I'll be sharing my insights on 15 common household products that may be doing more harm than good. Products that you might not even realize are taking up valuable space. For each item, I'll explain why it's a space waster and suggest practical alternatives that can help you reclaim your home. But before we dive into the list, let's take a moment to acknowledge the importance of community and support. I encourage you to interact with us in the comments section below. Share your experiences with clutter in your home. Are there any specific products that you find particularly useless? Your insights could help others who are struggling with similar issues. I believe that by sharing our stories and solutions, we can create a supportive community where everyone feels empowered to make positive changes in their living spaces. As we go through today's list, you'll see visual examples of the products we're discussing, along with before and after images that illustrate the impact of decluttering. I'll also include information on how much space you can save by making these changes, along with a rough cost estimate for the alternatives we discuss. My goal is to make this process as engaging and informative as possible, so you can visualize the benefits of each suggestion. Remember, decluttering doesn't have to happen overnight. It's about taking small, manageable steps. At the end of the day, we want our homes to be a place of comfort and relaxation, especially as we navigate the challenges of aging. So, are you ready to embark on this journey with me? Let's dive into the first useless product that may be lurking in your home, taking up space and creating chaos. Together, we'll discover how to make our living spaces work for us, not against us. Stay tuned, and let's get started. An overstuffed linen closet isn't just an eyesore, it's a daily hassle. Every time you need a fresh set of sheets or towels, you might find yourself digging through piles, stretching to reach items on high shelves, or wrestling with awkward stacks of linens. It can be frustrating, and as we age, bending down or reaching high can be quite challenging. This clutter can turn what should be a simple task into an obstacle course, adding unnecessary stress to our lives. So, what can we do to tackle this problem? The key lies in simplifying and reorganizing that closet to make it functional once again. Here are some practical solutions to help you reclaim your space. First, let's talk about how many sheets and towels we really need. Ask yourself, how many sheets do you actually use? You're not running a hotel after all. A good rule of thumb is to keep only 2 sets of sheets per bed and 2 towels per person. 1 in use and 1 in the wash. This simple adjustment can free up a significant amount of space in your linen closet. Next, consider utilizing vacuum-sealed bags for seasonal bedding, bulky comforters, or guest pillows that rarely see the light of day. These bags compress your items, allowing you to save a huge amount of space while keeping everything neat and organized. You'll be amazed at how much room you can create. Now, let's focus on the organization within the closet itself. Installing pull-out shelves or storage bins can greatly enhance accessibility. Instead of having to stretch or bend to reach items, you can simply slide out the shelf to see everything at a glance. This not only makes it easier to find what you need, but also reduces the risk of an avalanche of linens falling on top of you when you try to grab something. And here's the best part. An organized linen closet is about more than just saving space. It's about making your life easier and reducing stress. Imagine opening your closet and seeing everything in its place. Easy to grab, and no more frustration. you'll find that a clutter-free environment contributes to a peaceful mindset, especially at this stage in life when we all deserve a little more tranquility. To illustrate these changes, let's take a look at some before and after images of a linen closet transformation. In the before picture, you can see how stuffed and chaotic the closet looks, with linens crammed into every available space. In the after picture, however, you'll notice how much more open and inviting the space is, with neatly organized sheets and towels that are easy to access. Now, let's talk about the cost. Implementing these changes is relatively simple and budget-friendly. Vacuum-sealed bags can be found at most home goods stores for about $20 for a set, and pull-out shelves or storage bins typically range from $15 to $50, depending on the size and quality. Investing in these solutions can significantly enhance your living space without breaking the bank. So there you have it. By simplifying and reorganizing your linen closet, you can free up valuable space and make your daily life easier. Remember, small changes can lead to big impacts, and you'll be well on your way to creating a more functional and enjoyable home. Stay tuned as we move on to our next space-wasting product. Think about it for a moment. That big bulky recliner that you adore for its comfort also comes with a hefty price. Space. In smaller living areas, these chairs can dominate the room, consuming precious floor space while offering little to no extra functionality. When you recline, they require even more room behind them, making it feel like your cozy nook has turned into a cramped corner. As we age, getting in and out of a deep, oversized recliner can also become a challenge. It's not just about comfort, it's about safety and ease of movement. So, what's the solution? It's time to trade bulk for smart design. Let's explore some alternatives that can provide the same comfort without sacrificing your living space. First on our list are wall-hugging recliners. These innovative chairs are designed to require only a few inches of clearance to recline, which means they can be positioned snugly against the wall. This design not only saves space, but also allows you to maintain an open and airy feel in your living room. You get the same cozy experience without the bulky footprint. Another great option is the lift chair. These recliners are equipped with a built-in mechanism that gently lifts you up, making it much easier to stand up from a seated position. This is especially beneficial for seniors who might struggle with mobility. Plus, many lift chairs come in stylish designs that can complement your existing decor. If you're looking for something even more versatile, consider storage ottomans. These multifunctional pieces can serve as a footrest, additional seating, or even a coffee table. The best part, they provide valuable storage space for blankets, books, or remote controls, all while keeping your living area tidy and organized. By incorporating storage ottomans into your space, you can reduce clutter and maximize functionality. To illustrate these options, let's take a look at some before and after images. In the before picture, you can see that traditional recliner taking up a significant amount of space in the living room. It's bulky, and navigating around it can feel like an obstacle course. Now, in the after picture, you'll notice a sleek wall-hugging recliner or a stylish lift chair that blends seamlessly into the room, creating a more open atmosphere. Now let's talk about cost. While oversized recliners can range from $300 to over $1,000, wall-hugging recliners and lift chairs can typically be found starting around $400 to $700, depending on the brand and features. Storage ottomans are an even more budget-friendly option, often ranging from $50. Investing in these smarter alternatives can provide you with comfort and style, while freeing up valuable space in your home. As we consider the impact of these changes, remember that creating a more functional living environment doesn't have to be overwhelming. By swapping out your oversized recliner for a more space-efficient option, you'll not only reclaim your living area, but also enhance your overall comfort and safety. So, take a moment to evaluate your current seating situation. Is that oversized recliner really serving you, or is it time for an upgrade? Stay tuned as we continue our journey and explore the next space-wasting product that might be lurking in your home. Let's face it, plastic food containers have a way of multiplying like rabbits. You might have mismatched lids, various shapes that don't stack well, and containers that seem to breed in dark corners of your cabinets. This chaos not only takes up precious cabinet space, but can also make meal prep and storage a headache. As we get older, bending down to dig through a messy container drawer, or trying to find that elusive matching lid, isn't easy on our backs or knees. So, how do we tackle this kitchen nightmare? It's time to declutter and simplify. Here are some effective solutions to consider. First, let's start with a serious decluttering session. Go through your collection of plastic containers and lids. Ask yourself, how many of these do you actually use? If you have containers that are stained, warped, or missing lids, it's time to say goodbye. Donate or recycle any that you haven't used in the past year. This simple step can free up a significant amount of space. Next, consider switching to stackable glass containers. Glass containers are not only more durable and eco-friendly, but they also nest neatly within each other, saving valuable cabinet space. Unlike plastic, glass won't warp or stain, and many are microwave, oven, and dishwasher safe. This means you can use them for meal prep without worrying about harmful chemicals leaching into your food. To keep lids organized, try using a file organizer or a small rack to store them vertically. This way, you can see all of your lids at a glance, eliminating the need to dig through a chaotic pile. No more frustration when you're in a hurry to find that one lid that fits. Another great alternative is to use mason jars for soups, sauces, and pantry storage. Mason jars are affordable, versatile, and many have the same size lid, which means you can easily stack them without worrying about mismatches. They're perfect for storing leftovers, dry goods, or even for meal prep. Imagine opening your kitchen cabinets and seeing everything in its place, easy to grab, with no more frustration or clutter. Let's take a moment to visualize these changes. In our before image, you can see a cluttered cabinet filled with mismatched plastic containers, lids scattered everywhere, and a general sense of chaos. In the after image, however, you'll notice a beautifully organized space with glass containers neatly stacked and lids stored vertically. It's a game changer for your kitchen. Now, let's discuss costs. While plastic containers can be inexpensive, investing in stackable glass containers can range from $20 to $50 for a set, depending on the brand and size. File organizers and racks are generally affordable, typically costing around $10. Mason jars are also budget-friendly, often available for less than $1 each. By making these simple swaps, you can transform your kitchen into a more functional and enjoyable space. A decluttered kitchen not only makes cooking easier, but also creates a calming atmosphere, which is essential for a peaceful home. So, take a good look at your kitchen storage situation. Are those chaotic plastic containers slowing you down? It might be time for a change. Stay tuned as we continue to explore more space-wasting products that could be lurking in your home. Let's keep moving forward toward a more organized and enjoyable living space. Think about it for a moment. What purpose does your nightstand serve? Is it just a place for a lamp, a book, or maybe a glass of water? If your nightstand is oversized and offers little storage, it's not only taking up precious floor space, but can also contribute to a feeling of clutter and chaos in your bedroom. A cluttered nightstand can make it difficult to relax and unwind, which is essential for a good night's sleep. So, what can we do to reclaim that space and create a peaceful nighttime environment? Let's explore some practical solutions. First and foremost, consider downsizing. If your nightstand is large and bulky, it might be time to swap it out for something more compact. Floating shelves or wall-mounted bedside tables are fantastic space savers. They free up the floor, making the room feel bigger and more open, while still providing a place to keep your essentials within arm's reach. Plus, with a floating shelf, you can choose the height that works best for you, making it a versatile option. If you still want some storage, look for nightstands with built-in drawers. These provide extra space for essentials like medications, chargers, or books, without creating a mess on top. Having a tidy surface creates a sense of calm, allowing you to relax better at night. Another clever solution is the bedside caddy. These handy organizers attach directly to the side of your bed and can hold items like your remote, phone, or glasses. This way, you keep everything within easy reach without needing any additional furniture. It's a simple yet effective way to keep your bedside area neat and functional. Now, let's visualize these changes with some examples. In the before image, you can see a bulky nightstand taking up valuable floor space, cluttered with items that don't belong there. In the after image, however, you'll notice a sleek floating shelf with just a lamp and a book, creating a clean and inviting atmosphere. The difference is remarkable. Let's also talk about cost. While traditional nightstands can range from $100 to over $300, floating shelves and wall-mounted tables can often be found for $300 to $100, depending on the design. Nightstands with drawers may also fall within that price range, offering you the functionality you need without the bulk. Bedside caddies are incredibly budget-friendly, typically costing around $10 to. By making these changes, you can transform your bedroom into a more serene and organized space. A tidy nightstand not only enhances the aesthetic of your room, but also contributes to better sleep quality by reducing visual clutter. So, take a moment to assess your current nightstand situation. Is it more of a clutter magnet than a helpful piece of furniture? If so, it may be time to consider some of these alternatives. Remember, small adjustments can lead to significant improvements in your living space. Stay tuned as we continue to explore more space-wasting products that could be lurking in your home. Together, we're on the path to creating a more functional and enjoyable environment for ourselves. Let's take a moment to think about your entryway. What's the first thing you see when you walk in? For many of us, it's a jumbled pile of shoes scattered across the floor, or perhaps a bulky shoe rack that just isn't cutting it. This mess not only looks uninviting but can also be a serious tripping hazard, especially for seniors. According to the CDC, cluttered floors are a major contributor to falls among older adults, and we certainly don't want that. So, how do we fix this common issue and create a more organized and safe entryway? Here are some practical solutions to consider. First, let's talk about smart storage solutions. One of the best options is a slim, fold-out shoe cabinet. This type of cabinet stores shoes vertically, keeping them out of sight and saving valuable floor space. It's sleek, modern, and makes your entryway feel more open and inviting. You can easily store several pairs of shoes without them taking over your entry. Another great alternative is a bench with built-in shoe storage. This serves a dual purpose. It provides a comfortable place to sit while putting on shoes and keeps them neatly tucked away. It's a functional and stylish solution that eliminates clutter while enhancing the overall look of your entryway. To further optimize your space, consider limiting the number of shoes you keep near the door. Only keep the shoes you wear daily accessible. The rest can be stored in a bedroom closet or another area of your home. This simple adjustment can significantly reduce the amount of clutter at your entryway. Let's visualize the transformation with some examples. In the before image, you can see a chaotic entryway filled with shoes scattered everywhere. It's not only unappealing, but also unsafe. In the after image, however, you'll see a beautifully organized entryway with a slim shoe cabinet or a bench that holds shoes neatly. The difference is astonishing. Now, let's discuss costs. While traditional shoe racks can vary widely in price, a slim fold-out shoe cabinet typically ranges from $50 depending on the design and material. Benches with built-in storage can be found starting at around $80 and can go up based on style and quality. By investing in these smart storage solutions, you're not just decluttering, you're also enhancing the functionality of your entryway. Creating a clear, organized entryway isn't just about aesthetics. It's about safety and ease of movement. A tidy entryway allows for a smoother transition into your home and sets a positive tone for the rest of your living space. Imagine walking into your home and being greeted by a clean, welcoming area instead of a chaotic shoe pile. So, take a moment to evaluate your entryway. Is it cluttered with shoes that don't belong? If so, it might be time to implement some of these solutions. Remember, small changes can lead to a more functional and inviting home environment. Stay tuned as we continue exploring more space-wasting products that could be lurking in your home. Together, we're making strides toward a more organized and enjoyable living space. Have you ever walked into a room and felt overwhelmed by how heavy and closed off it looks? Low sofas and chairs that sit directly on the floor create a visual barrier, cutting off the flow of the room and making the space feel smaller than it actually is. They can also be quite challenging to get in and out of, especially as we age. Getting up from a deep seat can be difficult on our knees and backs, making it an uncomfortable experience. So what can we do to improve the situation? The key lies in choosing furniture that promotes both comfort and space efficiency. Here are some practical solutions to consider. First and foremost, opt for furniture with legs. Furniture that stands on legs creates a sense of openness by allowing light to flow underneath, making the room feel larger and airier. Just a few inches of clearance can make a significant difference in how spacious your living area appears. Plus, it's easier to clean beneath these pieces, which helps you maintain a tidy environment. Another great option is to use slim, rolling storage bins underneath your sofa or chair. Instead of letting that valuable space go to waste, you can utilize it for extra blankets, books, or seasonal clothing. These bins can be easily rolled out when needed, providing both storage and accessibility without adding clutter to the room. Consider investing in multi-purpose furniture as well. For example, a storage ottoman can serve as a footrest, additional seating, and a place to store items like remote controls or magazines. Similarly, a sofa bed can offer comfortable seating during the day and convert into a bed for guests at night, all without requiring an extra room. These versatile pieces help maximize functionality while minimizing the need for additional furniture. Let's visualize these changes with some examples. In the before image, you can see a low sofa that makes the room feel cramped and closed off. It's difficult to navigate around it, and it doesn't lend itself to a sense of openness. In the after image, however, you'll notice a stylish sofa with legs that creates a more inviting and spacious environment. The difference is striking. Now let's talk about costs. While low sofas can range from $300 to over $1,000, furniture with legs or multi-purpose pieces like storage ottomans can typically be found starting around $200 to $500, depending on the brand and design. Investing in these smarter furniture options can provide you with the comfort you desire while enhancing the overall feel of your living space. By making these simple swaps, you can create a more open and functional living environment. Remember, it's all about finding the right balance between comfort and space efficiency. So take a moment to evaluate your current seating situation. Is that low, closed-off sofa making your living area feel cramped? If so, it might be time to consider some of these alternatives. Small changes can lead to significant improvements in how your home feels and functions. Stay tuned as we continue our exploration of more space-wasting products that could be taking over your home. Together, we're working towards a more organized and enjoyable living space. Think about it for a moment. How much of that space is actually being used? More often than not, a big coffee table becomes a catch-all for clutter, old magazines, remote controls, snacks, and even items you might not even remember putting there. Instead of being a functional centerpiece, it can feel more like an obstacle, especially if you're navigating around it with a walker or cane. It's crucial to have a coffee table that enhances your space rather than detracts from it. So, how do we tackle this issue and create a more open and inviting living area? Let's explore some practical solutions. First, consider downsizing your coffee table. Instead of a bulky piece that takes up most of the floor space, look for nesting tables. These tables are fantastic because they can be pulled out when you need extra surface area and tucked away neatly when you don't. This flexibility allows you to maintain a clean and spacious environment without sacrificing functionality. Another great option is a lift-top coffee table. These tables provide hidden storage for blankets, books, or snacks, while also doubling as a workspace. Imagine being able to set down your laptop or enjoy a meal without needing an additional table. This dual functionality is perfect for small spaces and can really help streamline your living area. If you're looking for something even more versatile, consider an ottoman with storage. An ottoman can serve as a coffee table with a tray on top for drinks, while also providing a soft surface to rest your feet. Plus, you can use it to store extra pillows or throws, keeping your living room tidy and functional. Let's visualize these changes with some examples. In the before image, you might see a bulky coffee table occupying a significant amount of floor space, cluttered with various items that disrupt the flow of the room. In the after image, however, you'll notice a sleek, nesting table set that provides the same functionality without overwhelming the space. The transformation is not only practical, but also visually appealing. Now, let's talk about costs. Traditional oversized coffee tables can range from $300 to over $1,000, depending on the materials and design. On the other hand, nesting tables can often be found starting around $100 to $300, while lift-top coffee tables typically range from $50. Storage ottomans are usually quite affordable, often priced between $50 and $200. Investing in these smarter, space-efficient options can enhance your living area while also improving the overall functionality of your space. By making these changes, you can create a more open and inviting living environment. A well-chosen coffee table can be both a stylish addition and a practical solution for your living room. So, take a moment to evaluate your current coffee table situation. Is that oversized piece taking up too much space and causing clutter? If so, it might be time to consider some of these alternatives. Remember, small adjustments can lead to significant improvements in how your home feels and functions. Stay tuned as we continue our exploration of more space-wasting products that could be lurking in your home. Together, we're making strides toward a more organized and enjoyable living space. Let's think about it for a moment. How many times have you tripped over a floor lamp or struggled to vacuum around it? These tall lamps can create awkward obstacles in your living area, especially if they're positioned in high traffic areas. Additionally, they can take up floor space that could be better utilized, making your room feel cramped and cluttered. As we age, navigating around bulky furniture and lighting can become more challenging, so it's essential to find more efficient solutions. So, what can we do to tackle this issue and make our living spaces feel more open and inviting? Here are some practical alternatives to consider. First, think about wall-mounted sconces or clip-on lamps. These options free up valuable floor space and add a sleek, modern touch to your decor. Wall sconces can be installed beside your favorite reading chair or above your bed, providing focused light exactly where you need it without using up floor space. Clip-on lamps can attach to shelves, headboards, or even furniture, giving you the flexibility to direct light precisely where you want it. Another excellent option is to use LED under-cabinet lighting. While many people associate this type of lighting with kitchens, it can be incredibly effective in living rooms, bedrooms, and hallways as well. These lights provide soft, ambient illumination without the bulk of traditional floor lamps, creating a warm atmosphere without taking up any floor space. Plus, they can be easily installed and are energy efficient. If you prefer the flexibility of a portable light source, consider table lamps on multifunctional furniture. For example, a side table with built-in storage can hold a lamp while keeping essential items close at hand. This way, you can maintain good lighting without cluttering your floor space with a floor lamp. Let's visualize these changes with some examples. In the before image, you might see a traditional floor lamp positioned in the corner of a room, taking up valuable space and creating potential hazards. In the after image, however, you'll notice wall sconces that provide adequate lighting without cluttering the floor. The room feels more open, inviting, and safe to navigate. Now, let's talk about cost. Traditional floor lamps can range from $50 to $300 or more depending on the style and materials. Wall-mounted sconces can typically be found for $30 to $150, while clip-on lamps are often priced between $20. LED under-cabinet lighting is quite budget-friendly, usually costing around $20 to $50 for a set. Investing in these more efficient lighting options can improve your home's functionality while keeping it stylish. By making these changes, you can create a more open and functional living environment. A well-placed light source can enhance the atmosphere of your home without taking up unnecessary space. So, take a moment to evaluate your current lighting situation. Are those traditional floor lamps creating clutter and obstacles in your living space? If so, it might be time to consider some of these alternatives. Remember, small adjustments can lead to significant improvements in how your home feels and functions. Stay tuned as we continue our exploration of more space-wasting products that could be lurking in your home. Together, we're making strides toward a more organized and enjoyable living space. Let's be honest. How often does that guest bed actually get used? Maybe a few nights a year when family or friends come to visit. The rest of the time it just occupies an entire room, serving as a constant reminder of underutilized space. As we age, we must maximize every inch of our home, and a guest bedroom that sits empty most of the time is like paying rent for a room you don't even live in. So what can we do to make that space work for us year-round? Here are some practical solutions to consider. First, think about transforming your guest room into a multi-purpose space. One fantastic option is a daybed with storage drawers. A daybed functions as a comfortable couch by day and easily converts into a bed at night. The built-in storage drawers underneath can hold linens, seasonal clothes, or even extra blankets. This way, you're maximizing the functionality of the room while ensuring it's still ready for guests when needed. Another great alternative is a Murphy bed. These wall beds fold up when not in use, freeing up an entire room for other activities. You can turn your guest room into a home office, workout space, or hobby area during the day, and simply pull down the Murphy bed when guests arrive. It's an excellent way to utilize the space effectively and maintain a functional environment. If you're looking for something more flexible, consider a high-quality air mattress. Nowadays, air mattresses have come a long way in terms of comfort and support. When properly inflated, they can provide a great night's sleep for your guests. Plus, when you don't need it, an air mattress can be easily deflated and stored away in a closet. This option allows you to create a comfortable sleeping arrangement without sacrificing valuable floor space. Let's visualize these changes with some examples. In the before image, you might see a traditional guest bed taking up an entire room, with no other furniture or functionality. In the after image, however, you'll notice a beautifully arranged multi-purpose space featuring a daybed or a Murphy bed, showcasing how the room can be both functional and welcoming. The transformation is not only practical, but also visually appealing. Now let's talk about costs. Traditional guest beds can range from $300 to over $1,000 depending on the style and materials. Daybeds with storage typically fall within the range of $200 to $500. Murphy beds can vary widely in price, often starting around $600 and going up depending on the design. High-quality air mattresses are quite budget-friendly, usually costing between $50. By making these changes, you can transform your guest room into a functional space that serves multiple purposes while still being ready for guests when they come to visit. A well-utilized room not only enhances your living environment but also allows you to make the most of your home. So, take a moment to evaluate your guest bed situation. Is that rarely used bed taking up space that could be better utilized? If so, it might be time to consider some of these alternatives. Remember, small adjustments can lead to significant improvements in how your home feels and functions. Stay tuned as we continue to explore more space-wasting products that could be hiding in your home. Together, we're taking steps toward a more organized and enjoyable living space.